You have to listen to your users. You have to do what they want you to do. That was one of the things that we usually got right at Google. We paid very close attention to what users actually wanted. Let me give you an example. One of Google's most famous, most popular products ever was spell correction. So you'd go to the internet and you type in some word, and instead of getting what word you typed in, you would get, oh, did you really mean, and that word would be spelled correctly. Here's how it works. Do you guys know who Britney Spears is? Yeah, okay. So before being known as a kind of a crazy psycho, Britney Spears was a very famous recording artist. But she spells her name in a very odd way. She spells her name B-R-I-T-N-E-Y, Spears. That's a very uncommon spelling. The most common spelling of Britney, in American English anyway, is B-R-I-T-T-A-N-Y. So one of the rules of the internet is no matter how badly you misspell something, someone else has misspelled it at least as badly. So you show up at Google and you do a search for B-R-I-T-T-A-N-Y space Spears, and you get some results because someone else has misspelled it as badly as you did. So what you do is you go click on the first link, you go over to that person's page. But if you think about it, if the person who wrote the page couldn't spell her name, he probably doesn't have anything useful to say. So that page is probably garbage. So you click back to Google and you try a different search. Maybe you try B-R-I-T-A-N-Y. Again, you click on the first result, you go over, it's still garbage, you come back, and you sort of wander around with different spellings until you stumble across B-R-I-T-N-E-Y Spears. And then you're gone, and we never see you again. Because that page was a good page. Now, I didn't need to know anything about you to learn something important. Simply by watching anonymized behavior, I could figure something out, namely, that if you started by typing B-R-I-T-T-A-N-Y Spears, you really meant B-R-I-T-N-E-Y Spears, so why shouldn't I just tell you that that's what you really meant? We learned to spell by watching what our users did. Innovation is entirely about watching your users and listening to what they want, not asking them what they want, but listening to what they want. Right? You can build great new products simply by doing what your customers tell you, to wit, spell correction. Companies innovate not for the sake of making change. Well, companies shouldn't innovate simply to make change. Companies should innovate in order to win new markets, to win new customers, to beat your competition. At the end of the day, you want to innovate in order to win. That means building new products, building new services, having new ways of interacting with your customers. To do that, you have to know what they want, right? And what do they actually want? Normally, companies simply ignore their users and build what they think they should build. Who cares? They'll buy it. Some companies will kind of listen to their customers, go have a focus group or something, and build a product that's usually not very useful. Some companies, the very few companies, listen to their customers by watching what they do and build products that meet their needs where they are, meet the needs that they don't even know that they have, build new products. Those are the companies that win. If you look at the Fortune 100 in 1990 and compare it to the Fortune 100 today, 2 out of every 3 companies that was on the Fortune 100 in 1990 is no longer on the list today. They're no longer on the list because they didn't change quickly enough. The pace of change overwhelmed them. And that pace of change is not slowing down. It's getting faster, which means you're more likely to be overwhelmed. Every single day, you make a choice of whether you're the 2 or the 1 that wins. You have to go listen to your customers, not what they say, but what they do. Build those products, build those services, and beat your competition in order to be the 1. You can either be on this train of change, or you can be under it. It's entirely up to you.